Good evening, everybody. Let's see, make sure all the audio's good. Looks like it's okay on my end. Let's see. VTuber Studio's working good. Whew. With any luck, we won't have any technical difficulties today. Thank you, Stacy. And it looks like the chat is actually working tonight as well, so I think I may have actually figured this out. Maybe, possibly. Okay, well, it's good to see everybody again. Whew, I've been looking forward to tonight for a little while because it's been a while since we've delved into RFL, and I'm having so much friggin' fun with this game that I've it's kind of just reeled me in with just like the interactions between the characters, the way the story is unfolding. It's just it's like reading a good book or finding like that good one anime show or that one TV show that just draws you in and just, you gotta keep watching it. But at the same time, though, it's like I have to remember that I kind of need to hold myself back for you guys because I want to share this with all of you at the same time. Like I said, I haven't played this game all the way through before, so I'm pretty much going in blind. So we're all learning this together. Now, since the last time I did pick up this game, I did kind of go back through that last dungeon we went through with the dwarf that turned out to be a bit of a jerk, and I leveled my characters up just a bit because I was taking a little bit too much damage from them at the time. So I got everybody's levels up just a smidge, like maybe 2 or 3 per person. I think Adrian probably leveled up the most, but that's just because he was so far behind that he just started picking up levels like crazy once we started going through it. But right now, we're kind of just going to be looking to go on to the next part of the story, though I have learned that there are some areas that we might want to hit before we start our next path onto Temple Orlian, which is supposed to be the next major stop in the story. Because, well, first we have to go to Castle Atana, obviously, because we have to talk to the regent. We have to basically get permission to go through, I think it's called the Cave of Life is what it is, and get the regent's permission to actually go in and go through the Cave of Life so that we can actually get to Temple Orlian. But even then, before we go to Atana and like talk to this regent, we do have a few things that I noticed that we might be able to take care of beforehand. With that being said, let's get everything good to go over here. Alright. Hopefully the game audio isn't too bad on y'all's end. Over here it seems to be pretty good. It's not horribly loud like it has been the last few streams at the beginning, so let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, now first of all, there are some, like I said, things that we probably want to do beforehand, because as we found out in the last stream, we did have a quest that apparently popped up out of nowhere where we were able to get an actual class specialization for Lita. And we ended up, as you remember, choosing the Valkyrie class, which allows her to do more support and area of effect abilities. So now we're going to see if we can't actually find the other quests. And I've noticed that some of these quests have a nifty little sun. And if you notice where it says target, it actually is a class quest. So we actually do have some class quests that are available to us So let's see, like this one, what's this? This is that weird purple stone that we found in the caves outside of Castle Latana. Like, I remember before that I said it might have been like the actual sunstone that the elves had like frozen in order to prevent the vampires from getting a hold of it, but it seems like it might actually be something else. Because it does say, if you ever make a magical friend like a sorcerer, you should bring them to see it. So my guess is this has something to do with Serikesu's class quest. And then a lost land. This one I kind of found accidentally because I was kind of bumbling around near the Cave of Life to see like what was going on over there, and I found a statue just like blocking the way. And as you probably guessed, with access to Dian's ring's full abilities now, we can actually unfreeze some of these statues of people that are kind of just stuck in the way. So when I kind of checked out this statue, I kind of unfroze this old man that had been frozen for goodness knows how long, and he kind of just wandered off. And he was really happy about it too. I mean, I would be too if I got unfrozen, but he was probably in there for years. And he is just like in a completely new land, a new time, and he was just way too cheerful for an old codger to be walking around like, hey, I get to meet all these new people. Like, I'd be terrified if it were me. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but that would be me. I'd be like, what the heck is going on? What do I do? But anyway, we're gonna see if we can't go around and... Okay, so I do have access to upgrade one of her skills because I do have some exotic stones that I found. Those are the exotic stones, the little red ones. Those are what we need to upgrade their skills once they get a class specialization. I'm slowly learning what each of these relics and stones does in regards to like how they interact with the characters. So that being said, let's kind of just go off in this direction and see what we can find. So this is the Starway. So we go to the springs. We want to go in that direction. So in order to find the Lost Land quest, we actually want to go up here because I believe this is the actual Cave of Life. If I remember correctly, yes, it is Cave of Life. Okay, so this way we can't go yet. We need the Regent's permission in order to bypass these guards. We're not going to do that just yet. Where I found the statue was off to the side here. This weird little old man statue was kind of just sitting like right here where I am now. And I unfroze him and he just wandered away. So you found the Lost Land by going through this little passageway. And I found this completely by accident. Like, there wasn't even like really much to the conversation with the old man other than, oh wow, I've been frozen here for goodness knows how long. This is exciting. And then he just wandered away. So we kind of just gotta make our way through this little passage. It's a long passage now that I think about it. But then we end up here, in what appears to be some sort of desert ruin. I had no idea that that was actually an enemy, but you know what? I will roll with it. We want to scout them out, get some information, because I need to know how much it's going to take to kill these guys. Oh boy, these guys got some hefty experience. Some chunky boys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the bird because the bird is probably going to hurt. I mean, I know I should probably like let them attack just to see like what each of them can do, but you know what? Fudge that noise. The less I get hit, even if I do regenerate my health and mana after every fight, the less I get hit, the better. 3,270 experience. Holy spumoni. These guys get some chunky experience. Okay, let's take one off of there and then put that over there. That way I can at least get a little bit of something into everything. Okay, so I probably do want to get some defense and some agility into Sari. I probably want to put a little bit more agility than I have been when I think about it, because basically what agility does is it also, not only does it affect your speed, but it also affects essentially your critical hit ratio. That's why it is the most important stat for Lita. It increases not only your critical hit percentage, but also the amount of power that goes into your critical hits. And Lita, being an archer, has a much higher starting stat in both of those. I'm not even gonna use the freaking power attack on you. I'm just gonna stab you with it. And let's do some burning, get some kind of peripheral damage on these guys. Only 36. Yeesh. Actually, I wonder what rapid fire would do to these guys. Okay, so I got lucky with that critical hit. That probably should not have killed him. But I will take it. 4,900 experience. I am going to be severely over-leveled if this is what the case is going to be with these class quests. Yeah, so I want to focus on power and defense for Adrian just because... Oh, we found something. What's that? Well, what makes you think I know? Is there writing on these tablets? Well, you're the one with the eyes. You can see. Thought it was Elvish, but apparently it's something similar in style, but maybe a different dialect then? Cleansing Flame. Well, that sounds brilliant. Oh, good. I love Cleansing Flame. Are we sure we want to explore this? I'm with Lita on this one. Do we really want to be like messing around in here when there is no pressure? Clearly. You know what? I'm going to go the other way because I feel like whatever is in that direction is probably going to murder me. And can I... Well, I gotta get... Okay, so I gotta do a scout on this thing because I have no idea what this thing is capable of. But I know what that thing's capable of. That hurt. A desert goat. And you know what? I don't know what you can do, but you probably are going to attack somebody. So I'm just going to do that. So that you are attacking the guy with all of the defense. And I'm going to holy blast that thing so it doesn't do what it did a second ago. Holy smokes. Son of a fluff nutter. That thing has a party-wide attack. Well, if I knew that friggin' roly-poly was going to do so much daggum damage, I would have knocked it out first. There, you die. And apparently I don't get credit for... Okay, so let's do some... Let's use some items, if possible. Okay, so I can't. Oh, that's right, Actually, do I have an item that can take care of that injury? Damage. Potions. No. Wait a minute. I think I have something that might work. Removes all debuffs and injuries. Bingo. I knew I upgraded something that was going to be useful. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use Taunt on you this time because clearly you are the bigger threat. Let's see. Okay, that's not going to kill that thing in one go. Okay, I probably just got out of... Whew. Okay, so we didn't lose anybody this time. Okay. That went a bit more smoothly than the last one. Okay, now the question is, how do I get up there? Can I go through any of these paths? Nope. I feel like there's something in those urns, but I'm not entirely sure what. But it would appear that I can only go in this direction towards the cleansing flames. And that does not look good. That really does not look good. Yeah, there's no way I'm killing that thing in one shot, is there? And what the heck? I stand corrected. I stand completely corrected. I will take it. 400 attack, or 400 damage though in one shot, man. And that was even worse. 530? Yeesh. Lee'll be shooting these guys like right in the eye or something. $6,500 experience. Oh boy. Okay, look, we got an... Okay, there is nothing in the urn. I stand corrected. But now I seem to have plenty of places to wander around and look. Can I... Oh, these are... Why do I feel like there's something important in here? Or it could just be a dead end, that works too. What's with these weird looking faces? Ooh, treasure chest. Enchant knowledge 2. That probably has something to do with increasing a character's magic. What is in these? Okay, so I can open the door. I was a little worried about that. And apparently that leads to the roof. No earthly idea what is on the roof, but you are in the way of the door. Move. Thank you. Okay, so that just led over here. And nothing but a bunch of broken stuff. That doesn't do me any good. Actually, maybe I want to fight these guys so I can actually, like, get some experience. There we go. I'll deal with the worm. A worm does like 100 damage. I can handle 30 damage. 100? Not quite so much. It's a little bit more tricksy to deal with. There we go. Let's put some more power into our friend Doran. Oh, okay, there is something over here. Okay, so this leads to outside. And there appears to be a magical shield on that door down there. I do not see a fairy circle that I can make use of. And obviously I cannot go in there. And you know what? You are in the way. Move. Even damage, that thing still did like over 50 damage. Woo. Okay, so all my characters are almost to level 20. This should be relative. Look at all these bug things. Yeah, that's clearly what we need. Giant roly-polies all over the place. Heal injuries. Okay, so she actually does provide some useful stuff. And so she has 2 gold ingots in stock. Don't really need much of that. She does have an exotic stone in stock, so you know what? I might go ahead and just grab that, because I probably can do most of my potions via crafting. I can probably keep myself stocked on potions and the whatnot through the crafting just by gathering a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to be using for like building up my equipment. Now, judging from the interactions so far, I'm going to assume that this is more so Doran's class quest. Blech, I'm tripping over my own words today. Okay. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, I gotta jump. I keep forgetting that I can jump with Lita. Oh, this looks like an exotic stone. Oh, that's 2 exotic stones. I'll take it. And even more. These exotic stones are going to prove to be very useful, because as I mentioned before, these are actually what is used to upgrade the skills of my characters once they actually, well, get their upgraded class. So like whenever we upgrade Doran to his new specialization, I can use the exotic stones to kind of upgrade his abilities a little bit further. Now I'm not entirely sure what each of the classes does, so I deliberately didn't bother going through a guide to see what each dun does. And that thing immediately went right into me. And this thing is like surviving with barely any health. Yeesh. Okay, one more fight should get both Sari and Lita all the way up to level 21, which is going to probably be very useful. And there is quite a lot of stuff up here. Like, this is supposed to be like in the middle of nowhere, like impossible to get to, and yet I'm just finding like everything up in here. Need a special key. I mean, clearly it's got a lock on it. The question is, where do I find the key? Maybe in here. Oh, there's... Okay, point of no return. I do not want to go in there quite yet. I want to find all of the nice little doodads. Like that light essence that's sitting right up there. Yep, I had a feeling I needed it for something, and that is what I need to upgrade the crystal harp. And I have more than enough to actually do it. Okay, so now, yes, everyone's equipment is now up to level 2, which means I can now worry about finding what each of the next items needed are. So I need like rare hide, silk thread, fire essence. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. I need a lot of rare hide and a lot of silk thread. Okay, and Lita's artifact upgrades automatically. Let's see. Increases critical hit rate by 5%. I'm going to use that, because I want Lita's critical hit ratio as high as I can possibly get it. Let's see. Immortality, deadly strikes, siphoning. Siphoning gives all attacks a 5% life leech. That actually sounds kind of nifty. What happened to that knowledge one that I found? Is that for something else? Oh wow, I've got 6 exotic stones. That's definitely going to be useful later. Okay, so I did find out though that in order to do the quest for like Sari, I do need like these power crystals. The red one I found wandering around the blood forest. Didn't even realize I grabbed it. The green one was from that mimic that kind of wrecked my stuff earlier in the last stream. The crazy treasure box that turned out to be not a treasure box. Yeah, I went back in with my characters at a little bit higher level and found out that apparently it wasn't quite as hard as I thought it was. And that opened up a new area. But yeah, I beat the mimic and ended up getting that odd little power stone. Or power crystal, I guess I should say. And I keep running into like all of the walls. If you can even call these walls. Okay, so that just leads me way back here. I still need a key to get in there. So where's the key? I've already like gone up that path. That was just crafting material. And then the inside that led up to the stairs. Was there an extra door in here that I missed? And there was not. Kuroneko Kazuya, thank you for the follow. And I'm over here just bumbling around. That's the point of no return. I do not want to go in there quite yet. Whoever hid this key, they did a good job of hiding it. I hate you. Can't stick around. Well, thank you for the support anyway, and thank you for stopping by. Hopefully later on you can like check my VODs, and I do have a YouTube channel that you can check some of my past streams as well. So hopefully you can maybe like check that out and see what kind of content I have to offer. But again, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it very much. And that rolled right into me when I'm trying to go straight. I wonder if the key maybe is back in the big building that I originally came out of. It's the only thing I can think of right now, because I've checked just about everywhere else on this side. And we've got Sari leveled up. Pump a little bit more. There we go. Like, if you guys notice that I'm like trying to put in enough numbers to make it like even numbers, that might possibly be my OCD acting up just a bit. Like, I'm not even like actively doing it. I think it's just my mind is just automatically just diverting to that. Okay, I've already tried going in here. Where is this annoying little key hiding? That, I believe, leads back up to the roof. Wonder if there's something up here. Or was that the... Yeah, that was the treasure chest. My question is, what is over here? I mean, clearly there's supposed to be something. They wouldn't just put a dead end, would they? Whew. Or am I missing a treasure chest somewhere that I'm completely unaware of? Nope, there's a bridge. But I can't go on the bridge. Oh, wait, that's... Never mind. I had a complete brain fart. That is the bridge that led me down here in the first place. But you know what? For schlitz and giggles, we'll go back up here and see if maybe I overlooked something. Nope. I do not appear to be missing anything. I don't have any idea what they say either, and if we don't know, nobody knows. Okay, and I can't go in those passageways. What is it gonna take to... you know what? The only other option is to go into that point of no return. That's literally the only place I haven't looked. So we'll give that a shot. We'll save beforehand because I really don't feel like dying immediately. Of course, now that I said it, I'm probably going to do exactly that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. You get out of my way. My guess is that whatever is hidden in that little cave is either the key or the way to unlock that magical portal. Okay, I want to turn back because I want to save really quick. Do not want to lose my progress. Ooh, pretty. Oh, for the love of now. This is a good question. I'd like to go exploring and not have some horrible monstrosity roar at me from the shadows. You and me both. I like how she's just resigned to her fate. What in the flippin' fluff of feathers is that thing? You are 4,192. Okay. You are clearly going to be a problem. So you know what? I am going to start boosting up everything. Let's do a reflect on Adrian. Just because I don't trust whatever that thing is throwing. 800? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do a mass heal. I was not expecting that. Kind of revive him real quick. Even with the defense up, that didn't do jack. You know what? We're gonna taunt. We want that thing focusing entirely on Adrian. Give him a bit of a boost again. And clearly the reflect isn't working, so... Okay, this thing is actually almost completely done. So you know what? I'm going to go all out on this thing. Yeah, I don't care if you degen me. You are gone. That was a bit of a challenge. I was not expecting that thing to do like 19,620 experience. Fluff and feathers. Oh, I did something. Aha. So that was what was needed. Okay. There we go. And we've got ourselves a nifty little exotic stone over here to grab. Nothing else seems to be grabbable in here. So we're going to just Oh my god, Sophia, thank you for the raid. Oh my god, you were amazing. We just got through, like, dealing with this ugly monstrosity. Hi! Oh, not much here. Like I said, we just got through dealing with some sort of ugly, hideous shadow monster that was doing a lot more damage than I was clearly prepared for it to do. It one-shotted my healer, basically, and I was not expecting that, but thankfully we were able to get rid of it with little to no, like, issues. So right now I'm kind of just going through this ancient rune, trying to figure out what I'm looking for. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. What is it with these guys and attacking my bard? Leave him alone! There, see, you know what? You mess with my bard, I shoot you in the face. That's what happens. It's stuck. Really? That was like the one place that I could go. Come on. And I can't even push these out of the way. Maybe a hidden door? Nope, no hidden door. Was there something in here that I overlooked? Other than the rotting bones, of course. No, it looks like those just the exotic stones and the evil, creepy monster that tried to devour me. Need a special key. Yeah. Why did you get right in my way? I swear, you're like the drivers around here where I live. I try to go anywhere and you're just like right up in my face, getting in the way. And oh my god, like I could tell you some stories about the people that drive around here where I live. Like where I work, there's a driving school like right next door to my place of work. And considering how badly the instructors drive, I'm not surprised by just how horribly the people in that particular area drive, because good grief. I'm pretty sure a blind person could drive better than half of those people. And before anyone starts going like, oh, well, the instructors have to know what they're doing. I mean, they're the instructors for a reason. Keep in mind, the most hilarious thing I have ever seen happen from one of those instructors was where me and one of my employees we were just sitting there at the front of the store just chatting up, and we look outside and we notice that there's a box truck that is essentially like delivering food to a restaurant just a couple doors down from us. And they're basically just sitting there minding their own beeswax, and one of the instructors, and we know it was an instructor because they had the instructor plaque on their vehicle. This guy comes whipping into the parking lot, full speed just about, like full on, like 35, 40 miles an hour just about, and rear ends the back of the box truck. I don't think me and my employee had ever laughed so hard because we were just sitting there going off like hyenas. It was so horrible. Like, the cops got called and everything. Like, we're just sitting there laughing our tushies off the entire time, watching as this instructor tries to explain what was going on to the police officers that actually showed up. Yeah, it's like what I wouldn't give to be a fly on the hood of the car for that conversation, because that had to be a fun one. Okay, and I still can't get rid of that. Why am I not able to? I wonder if there's something I'm missing from... Perhaps I need to readjust the other switch before I can actually use the stuck one. Nope. That didn't work. So where is this annoying little key? I've hit just about... Get away from me. There are only so many spots. I mean, if you guys can, like, see a little treasure chest or something, like, in the, on the screen that I'm, like, overlooking, please, by all means, tell me, because this is starting to bamboozle me just a smidge. I mean, I clearly gotta get in here somehow. But I cannot seem to locate the key. Unless... Please don't tell me she has it. I am going to be very upset if she has it. Yeah, you guys get to go away. Need to get out of my way. Like, I'm still kind of I'm actually kind of curious as to how the mechanics of that Holy Blast skill works. Let's see. Is there anything? No. Nothing. Nothing that looks like a key for sale. This is a doozy of a puzzle. I mean, okay, I mean, there's clearly that. Can't get there. Did I overlook something back in here again? Oh. I did. Ancient key. This is it. I went through the wrong door. Well, that's my derp moment for the day. And now I can get in the door. Let's kind of bumble around here for a little bit, see if there's anything nifty. Okay, do I want to go on the roof? Okay, that kind of worries me. The music changed. I'm gonna go the other way real quick and just kind of see what's down at the bottom, because there you can go downstairs as well. Ooh, there is something down here. Looks like a library. My kind of place. Books, dozens of them. Well, clearly, I mean, I have eyes, Doran. Obviously been removed from their shelf. Well, they're just lying on the floor. Perhaps from the cleansing. Yeah, a cleansing flame would probably not be good for books. I'm just gonna go out and on a limb and assume that. An ancient culture lived here without me ever knowing it. Well, Doran's clearly some sort of like historian of some sort. Okay, so he wants to preserve the tomes and translate them. Wait a minute, they're written in common language? Abyssal magic? Isn't that the stuff that vampires use? Ooh. So this is where I get his class specialization. Cleric or occultist. Fully attune yourself to the Aether. Forego the temptation of dark magic. The Aether become a well of energy you can draw from freely. Let it enhance your restorative magic. Max MP is doubled? I really like the sound of that. If I could get that on Serikesu, that would be like manna from heaven. The occultist. Embrace the abyss. Use its power to give strength to you and your allies. You can use your enemy's very life force to power your spells. All you have to do is borrow from the dark. Well, that sounds like a bad idea. Use enemy hit points for 50% of all MB cost. I have to admit, that actually sounds kind of neat. Do I want to enhance my restorative magic, or do I want to become a dark healer? This might be me erring on the side of caution, but I'm going to go with cleric. I mean, occultist seems like a really awesome job, but having max MP for like enhanced restorative magic is going to be a godsend. So we're going to go and select cleric. Completed quest, a lost land. Okay, so now I can go up into this room and find out what is up here. I'm going to hope that there's nothing up here, but I am not that lucky. Unless, of course, it turns out to be an exit, then I'm going to feel really silly. Hey, Punk Wolfie! Just dropping by to say hi. Well, hi! Glad to see you here. And apparently I just popped out of like some random hole in the ground. Yeah, that thing has got to go first. That went much smoother than I was expecting it to. But I do have some new harvesting stuff that I can do. It looks like a lot of this stuff was just lying around and I just couldn't get here from anywhere other than that lost land. Go to the Rangers Guild. I don't want to go over there right now. I mean, I might be able to find something useful, but... What are these? Oh, these are the caves over by the apple orchard, I think. Neato. And we've got snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Oh. So we're just in like an area that I guess had access to, but just couldn't figure out where it was. But good lord, there's a lot of crystal ore in here. Don't mind if I do. The monsters in here though seem to be like really like weak. But okay. My guess is that that's the way out, but I'm gonna look around a little more. See what I can dig up. Smash. Doesn't seem to be anything interesting other than just excessive amounts of crystal ore. I mean, that would have been really useful back when I needed it for like crafting, but let's give this the old college try real quick and see what's down here. Maybe if I can get these little weaklings to leave me alone for half a second, that might help. And Sarikesu levels up again. Okay, so I could go through here. I am not entirely sure where this is, but ooh, treasure chest. And some harvestables. Flax thread. A relic. What is the... I've learned that the relics each have their own effects that affect the entire party. All party members. Ooh, additional 2% damage. I will take that. I do like this music too. This cave music is bopping. Got a nice little relaxing feel to it. Is there any... I can't even go anywhere over there, so I just gotta go back up this way. Okay, so I've found everything that there is to be found over in this part of the mine. So I think all that's left to do here is just exit and find my way back out the traditional way. So it's so we are on the Starway. Okay, so Aloria's directly south. Springs are that direction. Stone Quarry, the hunting range. So that would probably be... Oh wait, I think I remember there being something in here. Something that I wasn't quite able to like deal with before. And I do have a lot of exotic stones, so let's look and see what... Let's see what I've got. Heal. Increases heal potency by 15. When cast, grants a 5% power increase to Dora until the next... Let's see. I'm gonna take the heal potency just so I can get a bigger heal out of this. Regen, Holy Blast, Revive, Alter Time. Song of the Elves. That's his ultimate. Let's see. Alter Time, what does this do? Additionally increases the speed of all allies, or additionally increases the dodge rate by 10%. That's a toughie. I might go with the speed buff on that one. Re-raise can be cast in advance on an ally, granting them re-raise. So that's an automatic like revival if they get knocked out. All injury status effects are removed from the ally. Okay, so I can either advance a re-raise, or I can remove the injury status effect when I revive them. We can cast it in advance to grant them... I can't tell when they're gonna possibly get knocked out. So that one I might go with Healing Mastery instead of the re-raise. Holy Blast. Hits all enemies with 20 potency, 31 upgrade of damage, and dazes them. Increases the potency by 20. So that increases the straight up power by 20. But this hits all, this turns it into an AoE effect and dazes them, so it inflicts a status effect. I'm going to go with this one. Like, I'm straight up going for that one. That's a no-brainer in my opinion. And regen. What does this do? Restores MP as well as HP. Or Restorative Mastery. Doubles the amount of HP restored. Okay, so that doubles my HP regen, or I can restore MP as well as HP. I'm gonna go with the MP buff because that is gonna be more useful. Elven Focus. I still have 4 stones, so I can still buff a couple more things. Increases the ultimate charge bar over 10% for every time damage is taken. I'm going with this one for Lita because that's going to be very useful. Scout. World enemy defense by 5 or increases experience in gold. I'm going with the defense debuff. So I'll stop for now on that just because I don't want to waste all of them. But I do want to see what else is available around here. I mean, there was a fairy circle, so clearly there should be another one somewhere. Oh well, maybe I'll figure out that later, but I do want to go in here really quick and see what's going on. Oh, that's right, I remember you schmucks. You're one of the bounties from Aloria. So you know what? I'm gonna capture you. I should be strong enough to deal with these schmucks now. Alright, so let's scout them all. Alright, so Sari's gonna go next. And I do have an elemental charge, so I'm going to blow them all to heck and back. Okay, that went way better than I thought it would. Like, I just straight up nuked them. You took out the rum. Me rum's gone. I'm about to turn him into mush and he's worried about his rum boy. Congratulations, you no longer have to worry about your rum boy. Rum is now the least of your concerns. I'm sorry, but that was just hilarious. He got cheesed off because I knocked his rum boy the heck out. Well, thank you for the lurk, Luno. I'm glad you're here, but as for why you haven't followed, only you can answer that, my friend. But okay, I see you have followed now, but thank you very much for the follow. I'm kind of fumbling around trying to figure out where these class quests are to increase my capabilities. And wait a minute. Where is Castle Altana? Okay, so the castle is this way. That's where my next class quest is going to be, more than likely. Because I do remember there was that little orb kind of sitting right. Why are you in my way? Move. I demand thee the move, good sir. Or good cat, whatever you are. Either way, I need you to move it. And there's a boat. Castle Latana. Okay. So there is a cave around here somewhere. With a... It might actually be up here by the castle proper. But there was a cave, like a house that had an orb in it, and that is what I'm looking for. Actually, I think it might have been up this path right here. Yeah, I think this is it. Bingo! I find it. Oh, you have got to be kidding. Well, that's good news, if she's concerned. This is an experiment I started years ago. Well, why is it just laying around? Barely remember. Bit over my head. Well, I'm going to assume so. That was not a short joke, Lita is clearly unconvinced. I mean, everybody's been making short jokes out of this whole game, so I can understand the cynicism. Someone has been looking after the place. Make a trip to the library here at Atana. It's back in the cave just west of here. Okay, so I want to go to the left. Which means I probably want to go up here. Making pancakes? Oh my god, I want pancakes. Pancakes sound so good. Oh, well, that didn't take long for me to find the library at all. Okay, so this is Sarah. The pancakes are purple. Dare I ask why? Are you making blueberry pancakes by any chance? Well, Sarah used to visit the library every day as a child. That was me growing up, to be honest. Never would have guessed you'd be cute. Oh, I was nothing of the sort ever. Oh no. Ube pancakes. I've never had ube before. Okay, that's quite enough, thank you. Oh my god, this is the best day ever. I have to agree. What does ube taste like, I must ask? Like, I know of it, but I have never tried it. Diligently checking on it every day. 15 years she's been checking on this thing? She said thank you after being called thick. Throw them in a field. Threw the power source away. Updated crystal ball. Okay, so I've got 2 of the power crystals. Sweet but like a bean. I am curious. Is ube actually a bean, or is it just taste like a bean? It's weird. No, it's a yam. Okay, so I actually can eat it then. Do I just need 2? Power the orb. So that's what the power crystals are for. They give energy to this big honkin' one. Wait, did she have a 3rd one? Because I did not see that I had a blue one. Maybe she had it when the quest started. I can still use it. Well, this went so much easier than the last one. Ooh, Battle Mage or Elementalist. Learn the dance of the elements, a harmonious flow of magical and physical. Let your battle staff be an extension of your magical prowess. Attack damage increased, attack triggers spell effects. Oh, so a physical attack actually triggers like status effects from the spells. Or Elementalist. Embrace the power of the elements greedily. Take all they have to offer and unlock the true potential of your spells. Plus 10 MP regen and increased elemental power. Yeah, this one's a no-brainer. I hardly ever use the basic attack, so we're going Elementalist on this one. Didn't turn out to be a... Well, I'll agree on that one. So that's 3 down. That means I can probably boost some of her. Ooh, Elemental Burst. Overcharge. Absorb the Ether Charge and unleash it on one random enemy at a time in 5 successive blasts. No longer hits every enemy. Applies every elemental status to affect every... Yeah, this is a no-brainer. I'm using my exotic stone on this one. Elemental Overload. See, channel. Not gonna bother with that one too much at the moment. See, ice, lightning, earth, or fire. So increase the potency by 10, or increases the potency of the immolation effect to 10 per turn. So that increases either the overall power of the spell or the effect that it does, the burning effect. I mean, it increases it from 5 to 10 on the burning effect, but also I could increase the overall power. Let's see what these other ones. Increase potency by 10, or each target hit will also have its speed reduced for 2 turns. I might go with that one. Increase potency by 10. Okay, so each of the elements has an increased potency by 10 that increases the number of amplified hits on target to 3. I might go with the power boost on the lightning. Nice. Increase the damage reduction of enemies hit to 20%. Okay, so ice and earth, I'm clearly going to go with the attunements, but I think with fire and lightning, I'm going to go for the power boost. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with earth. And for my last one, I'm going to use Fire Mastery and boost my fire spell. Because fire is proven to be a very useful spell. Because it burns vampires. Okay, so I'm just missing one final class quest. And I want to say it's down here in the springs. If I remember correctly. Because there was a path that led straight down to a fairy circle that I could get access to. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Let's see, when I use my DN's ring on this statue, nothing happens. I'm supposed to be able to, well, unfreeze him. Something is clearly at play here, so we're gonna try to use our abilities to kind of figure out what's going on. So okay, so I do have a cave here. I want to, okay, there might be something down here. Okay. Okay, so I've got 2 places to check. I want to check here, see if that's a doorway, and then I want to check this cave. I clearly cannot get there from this fairy circle. The question is, can I get there from this one? I can. Onward! Cloud Rose. I'm not gonna bother with these enemies because I think they might be pretty much extensions of like the ones that I've been dealing with lately. But just to check, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a fight with this one. And yep. So let's deal with the poison plants because anything that has to do with poison, I am not a fan of. Ooh, my fire. I did 140 damage with just a plain old... That's actually pretty impressive. You did 54 damage. You survived with 8 health. Well, you are no longer a problem. Let's see. Nothing seemed to happen. I did not mean to do that. And I cannot get around them either. So maybe what I'm looking for is down here. And apparently even the animals are frozen in stone. So that's a little odd. Okay, so this is a doorway. And it's another passage. Ooh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Lita, look at this. An old necklace. His mother had one like it. Oh no. Are we getting some backstory? It really does just look just like it though. Oh dear. So Adrian's an orphan. Quest added. Adrian's parents. Nostalgic amulet. Enchanting dust. Does this work? No, it does not. Okay, so just some harvesting stuff up there. Okay. And somehow I am in the middle of a snowy area. And all of these people are frozen solid. In more ways than one, clearly. Okay, you guys are just getting in my way. Okay, that is new. I don't know what that is, but... a stone skunk. That is one ugly skunk. Let's see. Okay, we'll do that. Dodge. Okay, so now that my Holy Blast actually has... Holy smokes. That did a lot more damage than I was expecting it to. Because usually those AoE spells usually don't do as much damage. But then again, my characters are a bit stronger. Okay, let's jump into this freezing friggin' water and make our way into this spooky cave. What the? Oh no. Don't tell me. Ah, fudge knuckles. Something turned his parents to stone. I don't think that's what turned these people. I suspect this is the work of a BC elf called Fyradar, a large cat with the ability to turn its prey to stone. So it's basically a basilisk, but in cat form, or Medusa in cat form. Their magic was harnessed by the elves to create the stone curse to begin with. Said I strongly advise we vacate this place. Protect the living thing by encasing it in stone. Fyradar drains life energy, leaving stone in its place. It kills whoever is affected by it. Oh. God dang it. Well, that's depressing. Right, well, I second the notion to leave immediately. I third the motion. We need to leave. Adrian? Oh, so I get to choose my class before we fight this thing? Paladin or Berserker? Bearers of truth, bringers of light and justice. Paladins are the pinnacle of mitigation, borrowing from the Aether to block spells and support their allies. Can block spells increase utility? Anger, rage, fury. These are the fuel of Berserkers. Berserkers charge into battle with dual axes, foregoing defense in lieu of a strong offense. Replaces MP with rage. Rage increases damage. Can no longer use a shield. I do kind of like having a shield though. Paladin. Can block spells increase utility? I mean, I have plenty of offense already. I mean, the only one who isn't really offensively oriented is Doran. Do I want to go Paladin or do I want to go Berserker and just go all in? You know what? We're going to go Paladin. And now we fight whatever this crazy thing is. That is one creepy looking cat. Okay. 4,700? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I want taunt. I want that thing attacking Adrian. Alter time. We will now boost the defense. What is it with these things? And you are really starting to annoy me. Let's see. Reduce speed for 2 turns. Like, have an additional 15% damage. Okay, we'll do that. Amplifies damage taken by 15%. Mark. Removes debuffs. Restores. Okay, so I do have access to that now. Let's see if that removes the... Okay, so it does. And it still did that. You are proving to be a royal pain in the batucas. So you know what? Reduce target damage. So I'm gonna just hit you with everything I've got. Holy blast. Okay, it's still marked, so we're gonna go with power attack. Restores an injured ally to fighting condition. Restores a large amount of HP. Do I have anything that can... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna inflict you with poison. I'm not sure what that petrification does, but I don't like it. I am 900? I will take it. Charge up. I have no idea what that petrification is doing, but I'm removing it. Okay, this should knock it off. Yes, there we go. Okay, that wasn't quite as difficult as I was expecting it to be. And again, 19,000 experience. Nice. I'm sure they'd be proud of him too. I do feel bad though. I mean, that's some sad stuff right there. Okay, so we're done with that, thankfully. But now that I know exactly how that monster's attacks work, that's really depressing. That all these people are dead. Like, it basically sucked the life energy out of them. Holy spumoni. Sari don't mess around, man. Okay, there was nothing up there. Get away from me. Okay, now that we've got all of the actual, like, class quests out of the way, though, this makes it so much easier to deal with stuff in the future, because a lot of my abilities are now going to be supercharged. That being said, I did find some more exotic stones, I believe. So let's see what we can boost on Adrian. Taunt. Adrian is guaranteed to block next attack. Block increased by 50% for 2 turns. I might go with the guaranteed block on that one whenever I do it. Power attack. Leech life restores 25 damage dealt as HP, or restores 10% of the damage dealt as MP. I might go with the health one on that. Mark. Any damage against the target will restore 10% of the damage dealt as HP. So that's another life leech. And then that's a mana tap. Damage restores 2% of the damage dealt as MP. Emits a healing aura, restoring HP to all allies. Refreshing aura, restoring MP to all allies. No longer reflects the skill back to the caster, converts the skill into defensive magic, increasing defense by 50% for 14 turns. Okay, so the reflect I haven't been using to very good effect lately, just because every time I use it, it actually just, whatever I use it on, uses an party-wide attack, which kind of circumvents the whole thing. No longer reflects skill back. Converts skill to beneficial magic, restoring a large amount of HP and MP. And do I want to... Well, I've already got options for for HP and MP leeching, so I'm probably going to go with the defense buff on this one, because that seems much more useful. Last Stand. Increases ultimate charge by 10% per turn. Adrian becomes immune to all damage for 2 turns. That might actually prove to be rather useful. But increasing the ultimate charge, making it so I can use Elemental Burst with Seri more often, that's a nice change of pace. Taunts all enemies and increases Adrian defense by 5% for 2 turns. I might do this one later, and I might do the Aether Surge. But right now what I want... So I've already done that one. I'll do the guaranteed block, so I have one more. Life Leech. Life Tap, Mana Tap. Okay, so I'll probably go with Refreshing Aura on Whirlwind, and then Life Leech on Power Attack. Because Whirlwind affects all allies. Let's see, actually, 10% of the damage as HP versus 2% MP. 25% HP, 10% MP. This is a toughie. I apologize if I'm taking a long time with this, but this is like a good way to improve my party members' efficiency. So that's reduced to 20% of its original. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mana Leech on Power Attack, and then Life Tap on Mark. So first off, we're gonna do Mana Leech, because that'll be more immediately useful. Because increased MP means I get to use my skills more. And then I can hopefully find some more of those exotic stones in the near future. Alright, so right now we've got all of our class quests done, so that pretty much makes this a good point to where we can now start to go on with the story. And again, I do apologize that we've kind of just been fumbling around with all of this, but I did want to make sure that we had access to our more powerful abilities before we go too deep into this and end up in an area where we cannot actually get back very easily. Well, we do have the teleporters, but I haven't located them in the other areas further on, so that's what I'm mostly concerned with. What do I have for coins? I have 8,000 coins. And my party is at 21 and 22. Is there anything useful in here? No. Because I don't really want to talk to the dude upstairs. I do want to check and see what's at the shops real quick, though. He does have some exotic stones. So you know what? I'll grab both of those, because I could always use more abilities. And I keep fumbling around with these daggum walls. Okay, so this is the library again. No shops in here, but it does have the teleporter. I feel like there was more shops, but it might just be the old man. But if it is just the old man, I can go back to Aloria later. Actually, wait a minute. I want to go back to Orlian now because I did get that bounty. So I want to go back to the Ranger Guild real quick. Is there anything useful here? Don't have the ability to open that. Bronze ingots. Okay. Right, so I want to go to the bazaar later when it's time to... Where's... Okay, there it is. Rangers Guild. That's what I want. Because I knocked off those smugglers and captured them. Alright, so okay, so we do have 2 more bounties, the Vampire Stalker and the Star Witch. I feel like those are not going to be relevant until much later in the game. Because from what I saw reading the description of the bounties, that just looked very, like, sketchy, very dangerous, all of that nonsense. So let's go back up here and go back to Castle Latana. So we can finally go on with the story. So let's see what this regent has to say. Because apparently Sari does know the regent. No one enters the castle without an invitation right now. Be on your way. Blowing things up. You know what? His attitude is kind of getting on my nerves, so you know what? Challenge accepted. Oh, these guys are actually kind of strong, and there's 2 of them. Let's give a heal to... Holy crap. He can heal for a lot. White Slate. Hose. Yeah, you know what? I'm reducing y'all's damage. Just a smidge because we don't want that. You know what? I'm marking you. And we're gonna heal everybody. And you are marked, so hopefully this... Well, dang. Let's see what a... Okay, it's 320, so that takes care of 1 of them. $929. Well, most of that just went out the window in 1 shot. Okay, so these guys weren't quite as tough as I expected. Well, we got in the door and all we had to do was just beat some people up. Violence. It is clearly the answer. So now we can go in. Okay, so King Aragon is clearly ill. And I went out the front door. He isn't dead yet. Everyone seems to be acting like the guy's pretty much like half dead anyway. Touched in the head. How dare you? So apparently diplomacy worked for once. I'm shocked. So Barramon is whispering in the ear of Lady Miranda. This is just perfect. Magic manipulates the mind. Well, clearly you're manipulating her mind, so why is this not considered an issue? Oh, great. Well, this is brilliant. Prepare for battle. Oh boy. So it looks like our entire mission is turning into one big dum-dum moment. I'm gonna go ahead and go just... Oh boy. I really hope I'm prepared for this. Once a supporter of a project she was working on. Difficulty coming to terms, so they argued about something in regards to the research. Origin of the artifacts of power. Okay, so Sari is not as half-witted as as we think that she might be. You know what, Lita? I agree 100%. I'm getting sick and tired of this whole betrayal nonsense. Oh boy. Okay, so I do need to scout these soldiers. Okay, so they're all... Da, 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 da. Power attack. Mark. Whirlwind. Okay, so I'm gonna use Whirlwind just so I can soften them up a little bit. And then blast them with Elemental Burst. And that actually went a lot smoother than expected. I like it when things go smoothly. And there's Baramon. Oh no. Hanged. Lead an army to Blood Forest to be slaughtered in turn. Oh no. This is not good. And we've reached chapter 3. Well, now we're deep in it. Executed after a try. Something special in mind for you. Oh, great. Why is it always something special in regards to me? Taking a nap. Dadgummit, Adrian. Atana dungeon key to open the door. Aren't any guards. At least we can speak. Don't have a plan to discuss. There's no escape as best as I can tell. Quest added. The Deep. Maybe there's something I can crawl under? Oh, wait. Ah, there it is. Adrian, wake your ass up. If there's anything out there other than falling to our death, let me know. Get your butt up and follow me. I realize we're trapped and all, but you're being awfully crap. Yes, he is. I mean, Adrian, we've already clearly shown that you have little to no... Oh, well, this is convenient. You'd expect some polymorphing weird to be stuck in here. Okay, Adrian, get your butt up. Stop being loud. Clearly, Adrian has, like, no tactical ability. I mean, we've already seen this clearly on multiple occasions. So, you know what? So, where's the other fairy circle that's gonna... Aha! There we go. Come here, fishy, fishy. Okay. So we're making some good progress. At least now we're in chapter 3. I'm going to assume that walking through the doors may be a bad idea, but I don't have any other options. Oh, they're sleeping. Miranda is infamous for being incompetent. There's more to it than that. I'm going to assume it's probably something bad. Why are they all... Oh no. Who is this guy? In your chambers in the... Oh no. This is brilliant. Either that or he really needs to get some sun. I'm going to assume that if I introduce this guy to some sun, it would probably burn him. Actually, that doesn't sound like half a bad idea. Let's go do that. You know what? I'm going to just sneak over here and get the dungeon key because you... Ooh. And I have my equipment back. Perfect. Which means now I can go kick some booty. And that's where I'm going. It must be down those stairs. We're lucky they didn't notice we weren't in our... Yeah, Doran, get your butt out. I don't know the whole story of de-entering or what we intend to do. But yeah, we gotta clearly rescue Sari. That's like number 1 on the list. They'll likely torture her to death if given it a time. Well, we don't want that. Yeah, like we can discuss why the region is a backstabbing beach to be relatively like say so about it. Okay, so we don't want to go that way. And that clearly leads... Yep, back over there to the other side. That's what I thought. Alright, so now... What's in here? And I hear my kitty over here meowing. Ooh. And there's something over here that I can blow up. And more stuff that I can blow up. What's this? A Bardstone. Ooh, I can use that for upgrading one of Doran's abilities. Increase heal potency by 5, duration by 1 turn, increase potency by 10, increase the amount of HP allies are revived to with 75, increases duration by 1 turn. I'm gonna go with the standard heal boost for now, just because that's probably more immediately useful. And a magic stone. Luno, you raided me? Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. You're amazing. I was so focused on blowing up these walls, I didn't even realize it. See, that's what happens when I get like super focused on a game. Like, I tend to just like zero in on what I'm doing. Like, it has its moments where it's useful, but sometimes, admittedly, it can be a little annoying. There's no way you can make that jump. But I want the treasure chest. God dang it, I want the chest. Well, now I gotta go down here into the water. No, come back here, fishy. Alright. So, Luna, for you and your folks that are kind of just tuning in, basically, we got betrayed by the regent that is like taking over for the king while he's ill. But judging from what's going on, the region is working with the vampires and is probably responsible for the king's illness in the first place. How close am I to getting affiliated? I do need, from the looks of it, probably another 20 or 21 followers. Plus, I do need to kind of bump up my average viewership a little bit. Because right now I'm sitting at about 2.3, 2.4 average viewers. Well, what's over here? There's something clearly here. Ah, mouse. Okay, so the chest was Doran's equipment. I definitely needed that. So now I'm just missing one. Viewers is the hardest. Yes, it is. I have noticed that. And I guess part of that is just going to be... Oh boy, what are you... I see a dead body. I don't like that. Why is there a dead body? And why are there vampires? And why does this vampire have a mohawk? Dude, get with the times. Some kind of vampire slayers. You're kind of small to be slay... Again with the short jokes. Going back into the cell. How about no? I'm not going back in that cell. The only place that you two seem to be going, though, is death. Okay, you know what? You guys are... let's see, I'm gonna mark you so that you start taking more damage. And let's heal Adrian because he has taken a lot of damage. 1,000 heal points with one shot. Man, I really boosted his health capabilities up way high. I wish I had Sari though. Okay, so it looks like Doran is going to be strictly on heal duty for now. And I'm going to be focusing on shooting these guys in the face. Repeatedly. Okay, here we go. You are going to die. Once you hit the 50 followers, they will flow in. Yes, I definitely hope so. That seems to be like the big hump that I'm trying to get over, is just getting to that 50 followers. But like you said, it will come. Okay, and I cannot do skills anymore. Shadow Strike. Oh dear Lord, no. You gotta go. There, shoot you in the face. Yes, please. You know what? I'm taunting you just so you keep attacking him. Because right now you are proving to be a royal pain in the tuchus. Kruznik, good luck and feel it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And thank you very much for the follow, Kruznik. I very, very much appreciated. Well, we got rid of the vampires at least, but guess not all the guards were in on this after all. But they were talking about leading an army into the blood forest to be slaughtered and turned into vampires. So clearly not all of them are in on the scheme. Krusniku is a sweetheart. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Is there something? Okay, no, that's just a collapsed wall. Yay, Wigglies! What is this place? Elves who once inhabited Arafeld. I don't like the sparklies on those doors. That usually means a magical barrier that I have to get around. Oh, I was way the heck up here. I didn't even notice I was way up there. Yep. Yep. And now I gotta find a way to kind of get around that. Let's see. Ooh, there's something shiny over here. I almost missed that. A light essence. Do I have anything that I can boost up? No, not yet. Hopefully I'm getting to the area where I can start like boosting up my stuff into tier 3. Or Azariel the second. 61 RT to 103 RT. Rest in peace. Oh, that's right. That's the song. That's it. This is the song that we played at the first dungeon that kind of allowed us to progress and learn some more about our abilities. Let's see what it does for us this time. Because last time it unlocked a door. Hopefully this time it means that it's going to unlock more doors. Well, I guess I was right on that point. But that just means I gotta go all the way back. We really do need to rescue Sarah Kit. Well, what do you think we're doing, Doran? Mr. Arger's flute. This whole chosen one thing has gone to your head, Lita. I don't know if it's gone to her head. I mean, she's still hesitant about the whole chosen one bit. And I honestly cannot blame Lita in the slightest. I mean, I would be in the same position. I'd be like, wait, hold up. You think I'm the chosen one? What is wrong with you? Why am I going on this quest? Going up against all these vampires that want to, like, suck my blood. I mean, look at this guy. I don't want to end up like this guy. That would suck. And incidental pun there because vampires suck blood. I will show myself out the door now. I bet my flute did that. Yes, it did. Yep, we played that at the Array Runes and it lifted the fog and led us to Nash, who we then beat the crap out of. Use songs to unlock objects. Okay, so apparently that's what these songs are for. They're magical keys. So now I gotta figure out how to get rid of those annoying little magical barriers. These are our items in Serikesu's gear. Oh, you're a vampire too, Cruznik? Well, I have no intention of setting you aflame with sunlight magic. I can assure you of that. User of the shield if we attack now. Yes, Adrian, jump him. Your plans have clearly worked in the past. Yes, find a place to hide. Right to us this. I'll in a second you tell me why you're taking the girl at Orlian. Barramon has reported your every move. I am going to murder that vampire the moment I get a chance. And Sari is clearly getting the snot beat out of her. Being a moon demigod, I'll protect all from the sun. Yeah, I talked about this before, like on one of my past RFL streams, but I always like wondered about the whole situation with vampires and being in physical pain from the sunlight. I mean, I can assume that it's like some kind of allergy. But they're dead bodies. How do their nerves work? Can they even work? We curse with stone. Stiff time. They live in constant torment. I'm kind of curious as to what he means by that. A curse. Survived by spreading and taking the lives of innocents. Wait, he wants to be human again. Well, now this is becoming a little more intriguing. Enough water to survive no more. If she falls asleep, wake her. Otherwise, she is not to be touched. Well, these guys are clearly in on the joke. Another shift standing around listening to one of Ziam's prisoners moan all night. You know, this one's not half bad looking. She would be if her face wasn't all smashed. I don't like the sound of that. Adrian's face. I think that's our cue. Yes, it is. And these guys have the little glowy purple aura too, which means I get to beat the snot out of them as well. Why do these guys have so much health? Guaranteed to block the next attack. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna taunt you just because I'm focusing my damage on the other one. And let's increase our defense. And clearly that was the smart idea. Okay, let's Elven Focus. Boost her attack power. Let's heal. You know what? The more you hit me, the more I'm going to hurt you. So you know what? You keep on doing that. Let's do regen so we can boost her. Okay, this is actually going a lot more smoothly than I expected. Alright, so we're going to mark you now so that you are kind of like not in the way. I've already done that, so now I'm just going to focus on beating the stuffing out of this guy. And my MP boost just went through the roof on Lita, thanks to that regen. So you know what? I'm gonna take that as a win. That should finish him off. Okay. And now we have more dead bodies. Why do we have dead bodies? God dang it. Managed to escape. Sari, we're gonna get you a washcloth. While chained to the wall. Well, clearly we have to get her off the wall first. Elven ruin near here that the vampires are using as a base to infiltrate the castle. Sufficient burst of magical energy to break it. Yes, let's get her back at fighting strength. And she no longer looks like she got the stuffing beat out of her. And we've got all her gear back. So now we're back at full strength. Okay, so that means we're gonna go back up this way, or wait, do we want to go back this way, or no, we want to go up this way because that's where we found Doran's stuff, and that led us up here. And again, past the dead body. Sorry, bro. Not much I can do for you while you're, well, you know, dead. I do apologize that you had to get caught up in this mess. Yes, please get rid of these. Thank you. And I went through the wrong door, apparently. By the goddess, would you look? Elven runes. This temple was built eons ago, back when human civilization had barely begun. Well, clearly they were overrun, because, I mean, the elves weren't here to protect them anymore. Used as a place to house the vampire's prophecy concerning the end of days. Oh, great. Now prophecies are coming into play. Keys. So what's in here? Okay, so we got a slime. I'm going to see what exactly is going on here. I would like to at least see what I'm dealing with before we stop for the day. Well, that wasn't too bad. Might be a tad over level, but... Oh my lord, it's the Wolfmen! Why are werewolves getting involved? It's bad enough we have vampires. Okay, you guys are proving to be a royal pain. Let's see. I'm going to reduce y'all's damage because that is currently being a royal pain in my tuchus. Okay, so I'll let Lita do her first aid thing because she can actually remove that bleeding status, I think. So let's do Holy Blast and knock these guys off their high horse. Or at least one of them. There we go. Like I said, I think we're just about at a good stopping point. I just want to kind of see what we're dealing with here before we go into the deep. Meow. My kitty's over here talking to me. Why are you so talkative right now? Let me go up here just a smidge, because there's probably... Ooh, there's something nice up here. It's 2 exotic stones. That will definitely be useful. In fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and go back to the front of the deep and use those stones, and then we'll kind of just stop there for the day. I definitely had a lot of fun with this. I hope all of you did as well, because I'm really getting involved in this story. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably going to use... Oh, I have 4 of them. This is definitely going to be... Oh, so that requires 2. That's why. I see now. Alter time. Okay, so I am going to increase the speed of my allies because a 1 in 10 chance of dodging increase doesn't really seem as useful as boosting my ability to move ahead of my enemies. So we'll go with that one for now. And I do have one more. Okay, so I'm probably going to be using ice a lot more, so I want to boost that one with my magic stone that I found. Don't currently have any crafting ability to work with my equipment, so hopefully that will change. Okay, so we have saved, and we should be good to go on that point. So we'll go ahead and stop there for the day. I do appreciate everybody coming out today, and I'm so happy with the raids. Today was the first time I actually got raided, so many thanks to Luno and Sophia for raiding and kind of bringing some of their viewers along to see how things go here. Hopefully they were mildly entertained at least, and hopefully we've got some new folks. Yeah, you're amazing, Luno. I'm so happy that you recently made affiliate. So hopefully I can join you on that journey soon enough. Again, kind of just gotta work my way up the ladder, so to speak. You're welcome, Cruznick. For those of you that haven't seen my schedule, I do have a Discord available for those of you who are interested and want to kind of help me grow this community. You can reach out to me on Twitter. That is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, is by DMing me on Twitter, and I can provide you with a link to my Discord. Because there are some areas that like some Discord servers that I'm in, that I might also try to do a little bit of self-promo and reach out through those. But for those of you that see me on stream live, Twitter is probably like the easiest way to get a hold of me. And that being said, my schedule for next week, we are starting some new projects that I'm very excited about. I will actually be back live tomorrow in the morning at 10 Central, and we will be starting up one of these new projects. We will be doing a stream of... Excuse me, my throat was a little parched. But we will be starting a stream of the original Ratchet & Clank for the PlayStation 2. Over the next few months, maybe up to it could be probably a year or so or more before we get through all of it, but I do intend to hopefully stream all of the mainline Ratchet & Clank games. And as I mentioned in my last stream, it was between Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter, and Ratchet won the coin toss. And I'm kind of glad that it did, just because the story and the depths of the character development in those games is much more impressive than what you see in Jak and Daxter. There's a reason why... Well, I do... Actually, yes, Luno, I do want to do Jak and Daxter at some point. I do want to do, the main three. I'm not going to touch Jak Racing or the final, mainline game, Jak in the Frontier or whatever it was called. That one, I played a short bit of it. I was not impressed. By far, the original trilogy is much better and would be much better content, in my opinion. So at some point I will be doing the Jak and Daxter trilogy, but I am going to be focusing more so on the Ratchet and Clank for now. And then at some point we will get into Jak and Daxter, because it does have some humorous character interactions that I think everyone for the community would enjoy, especially with the antics that Daxter gets involved with. In terms of entertainment value, Daxter beats Clank by a wider margin, but Clank is a much more useful and realistic partner to the main character of the series. And I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into that tomorrow. We will be starting with the original, clearly, and I'm looking forward to it so much, because it's been a while since I've played this game, and it was one of the highlights of my childhood. And over the course of those games, we're gonna see just why Ratchet and Clank not only outlasted Jak and Daxter, but why it's still going on to this day. Jak and Daxter only made it through 4 mainline games and the racing spinoff. Ratchet and Clank is still going strong with their most recent offering Rift Apart for the PlayStation 5. If I were to ever get a PlayStation 5, that would be the game that would be what pushes me over the edge to actually spend the money on it. As of this moment, that is not in the cards, but who knows, maybe someday. But again, we're doing Ratchet & Clank tomorrow at 10 Central, and then Wednesday we will be starting up our other major project at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Ayuden Chronicle Rising. I'm going to probably be gushing a lot about both that game and the videos I've seen on it, as well as the game that it's based on. But right now, I think it's a good stopping point for us. I do love that we got some new faces in the stream, and I really appreciate all of you. You guys are like the best. I hope you're finding this a very entertaining and enjoyable experience. Thank you again for being here. I'm hoping to see most, if not all of you, tomorrow morning, because we're gonna have so much fun. Because when it comes down to it, Ratchet & Clank is essentially a game where you can let out your inner pyromaniac and just blow stuff up. And we're going to figure that out very quickly. But for now, we're gonna sign off. I do appreciate and adore the fact that you guys were here to watch and support me with this. Oh, we got a new chatter. Friedrich. Now see, I'm still learning German, so is that pronounced Nietzsche, the last name? Because that sounds like a philosopher that I'm somewhat acquainted with. Oh god, I actually got that right. See, I like to give it my best shot when it comes to pronouncing last names. Like mine, I won't say it out loud here on screen, but mine has gotten so many different butcherings of it that, and I'm talking like both my streaming personality and my IRL name, both last names have given people so many issues with trying to pronounce it. But I at least like try to make an effort, and I'm usually pretty good at it, but there are times where it, like, say somebody has like a name that's, the way it's spelled makes you think that it's like pronounced with a French pronunciation. And then it turns out that they Americanized the pronunciation and went with something different, and then I'm standing there looking like a fool. But yes, Friedrich, thank you very much for joining the chat and being here. Hopefully you'll be able to come stop by tomorrow when we start Ratchet & Clank, because I am going to have so much fun gushing over that game and the characters in it. Like, that is one of the, like, premier games of my childhood. And again, we're going to be looking at it from all angles. The story, the combat. Just realize you're streaming. Now see, you go with what you want. Like, if people need to be taught how to pronounce it, that's okay. Like I said, my streaming name does give people a little bit of a issue. My last name is pronounced Foudry. It is a portmanteau of the French name Foudre and the Japanese name Rai, both of which mean lightning, which is appropriate considering I'm a Thunderbird. But I kind of rambled on a bit, and I apologize for that. I know some of you probably are looking to take it easy for the rest of the evening and relax, and I definitely hope that all of you have a wonderful night. And again, I'm hoping to see you all next time, which will be tomorrow at 10. We'll be going over a few more things that are going to be going on the channel. I do have some stuff that I'm trying to prepare to talk about, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So for now, let's kind of just sign off, and I hope all of you have a great and peaceful evening. Thank you again so much for being here. You guys are the best. And with that being said, farewell.